Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Autobot Arcade here with your home for all things Transformers. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Leader Class Megatronus the Fallen.
Welcome to Autobot Arcade.
Starting off with the packaging, as always we have the nice Transformers Age of the Primes logo down the bottom, as well as some nice artwork down the side. And on the side of the box we've got some of the 13 Primes. On the back, a nice picture of Megatronus in both his robot mode and vehicle mode, and then some more nice artwork of the character on the other side of the box. And here is Megatronus, one of the 13 original Primes, created by Primus to battle Unicron. And he later becomes known as the Fallen, after betraying the other 12 Primes. He's often depicted as a chaotic, destructive force, and has served as a major villain in a few different continuities, such as the live-action Revenge of the Fallen. This Age of the Primes figure gives us a cool take on the character, combining rich lore details with a figure that's surprisingly fun to handle. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at the details of this guy. And here he is in robot mode, and Megatronus really comes alive. The sculpt is strong, broad shoulders, imposing stance, and lots of sharp mechanical detailing. The head sculpt is particularly well done, with that signature helmet design, which obviously Megatron would later take to use the Decepticon logo. The colour palette sticks with a lot of dark greys and blacks, however there is some purples in there too, and there's also this nice burning sort of yellow look to him as well, with all these grated furnace pieces on him, giving him a really ominous fallen angel feel. And he just looks like a villain you wouldn't want to fight. As always, inside of the box, Megatronus comes with the instruction manual. And then for accessories, this guy comes with a fair few. Starting off, we have these two larger flame effects that are in this almost see-through plastic, starting off yellow and then moving to this orange burning. And then exactly the same sort of effect with these two smaller pieces. And then they have two small holes as well as pegs. We have this smaller barrel attachment with this flip out peg on the back, very nicely detailed. And then to go with that, we have the Requiem Blaster. The blaster forged by Solus Prime, but wielded by Megatronus. This thing can extend to become bigger, thus also used for the tank mode, and this thing looks absolutely amazing, mostly in purple but with some nice yellow highlights. And then we have this sword and this trident thing that I like to believe has this electric prodding feature, and then you can attach them together like so. Both of them nicely detailed, a bit of silver paint on them, but not too much. And then the final thing is this blaster cannon thing, which is mostly gunmetal grey but with some purple. Bringing in Megatronus and starting to attach them, the shoulder cannon pegs onto the ball joint on his top shoulder. The Requiem Blaster can go on the side of either forearms, but I like to put it on the right hand side, just like so. The barrel piece, if you flick the peg down, you can attach it to the back, which gives you a sort of Megatron-esque look, which obviously Megatron based his look off of this guy. And then the two other weapons both have pegs on the sides of them and can be attached to the backpack on either side. just like so. And then finally getting to the flame pieces, the two smaller ones attach in the top peg holes of the backpack, here and here, and the two larger ones fit around the shoulders. The peg fits into the hole on the side, however I have found it a bit difficult sometimes squeezing it in there because it is a bit rubbery trying to force its way into a solid plastic hole. But once everything is attached, this guy is looking menacing. Very cool indeed. And this is definitely how I'm going to be displaying him on the shelf. For articulation, the head can tilt side to side as well as spin all the way around and has a bit of up and down motion. The shoulders can come out to the side and spin all the way around. At the top of the arm there is a swivel and a single jointed elbow going just over 90 degrees. He has a swivel at the wrist as well as some movement at the fingers. His waist can go all the way around, and if you lift out the side skirt pieces you can get the legs going forwards and backwards and out to the side. He has a swivel at the knee as well as at the top of the leg. His knee can bend about 90 degrees and he has some really nice ankle pivot, and the toes can move back and forward slightly as well, getting him in some nice dynamic posing. For some size comparisons, here we have him next to the Transformers Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, these two looking quite nice together, Gamer Edition Ratchet, the Commander Class Optimus Prime, again looking very nice next to each other, another one of the 13 Primes, Solus Prime, the smallest of the Primes, New Age Optimus Prime, Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America, and finally the Star Wars Black Series Commander Bakara. And here he is in tank mode, and he's looking just as cool and mean as he did in the robot mode. The turret can spin all of the way around, and the actual cannon itself can be raised and lowered, giving you plenty of options for some dynamic photography. He has these really nice sharp angles on the front, and that grill piece right in the front that looks like it's on fire. Obviously, he has his weapons on the side of the turret, which used to be his shoulders. The detailing all throughout is amazing. For weapon storage, if we take the flame pieces, we can take them and put them just on the top of the turret here and here, and this is already starting to look like a very cool piece. As for the rest of the accessories, if we take the knife and the spear, we can join them together like so, and then in a minute they'll attach onto the side. But before we do that, we have to take the two smaller flame pieces, which, as I said before, have these two peg holes in them as well as the pegs itself, and they can just be pushed onto the pegs on the side of the weapons. And then we just plug it into the side of the tank, sort out the turret, and there we have him all weaponed up. And he looks even more menacing now. Such a cool figure. On the underside, he has wheels pinned on. Not as cool as if the treads could actually move, but it still gives him plenty of movement. So he has no problem in chasing down any of the other 13 primes or Optimus Prime himself. For some vehicle mode size comparisons, here he is next to the Transformers Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, the Gamer Edition Ratchet, as well as Commander Class Optimus Prime. And again, he looks pretty good next to him. Another one of the 13 primes, Solus Prime, again the smallest of the primes. New Age Optimus Prime, Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America, and finally the Star Wars Black Series Commander Bakara. And that wraps up our look at the Age of the Primes Leader Class Megatronus the Fallen. If you enjoyed the video, why not hit that thumbs up and leave a comment down below on what you thought of this figure, if you've already got him in your collection, and who you'd like to see me do next. Don't forget to click the subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the amazing Transformers videos we still have yet to come. And until next time, transform and roll out.